informal discussion here while I'm driving. It's been a bit difficult for me to get videos out, so figured I have to, make time because the time's not always there. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is, this week's dividends and especially new funds like LFGY and the others. The dividend that we got for LFGY for the first couple of weeks, I would say exceeded my expectation. And if we project that out across 52 weeks, we're looking at another high yielder for sure. Upwards of 60 to 70% yields on that one. And not only that, but it's got a very encouraging allocation too. So between that and the new Target 12 funds, especially like Biggie, which I bought into, there's a lot that YieldMax is doing that's definitely very encouraging. We've got just about all the high yield funds we could want, plus we're getting some growth funds as well. So let me know in the comment section what you all think about those. As far as our dividends this week for YMAX and YMAG, we're going to be, it seems like we've been getting lower for both of those for YMAX and YMAG. So let me know in the comments you all's thoughts on what you think the dividends might be for both of those. Again, I don't have anything in front of me other than the steering wheel, so I'm just going off of what I know. Just have an informal discussion here with you all. So, like I said, I'm very impressed by LFGY. As far as fund managers coming on the channel, it's been difficult lately. It seems like they're all busy. So we didn't have any in January. We're expecting some in February. I'm going to stop saying who, because I notice other channels seem to pay very close attention to me, and they kind of want to copycat off everything I do for whatever reason. So I'm going to kind of keep things close to the chest here, or at least closer to the chest than my phone is right now. But yeah, we definitely will have fund managers on in the future, but we're probably not going to announce it anymore. We're just going to do it. The element of surprise. Don't say, just do, right? So word to the wise, right? Anyway, so we have another big dividend week coming up here. We continue in the weekly rotation of all the YieldMax fund. So it should be exciting. My favorite week is, of course, when Group A is announced, because that's when we get our Tesla dividends. As far as options trading this week, it was a lot of fun. The first month of the year had a lot of fun. It seems like it's something that you only get better at. But, the market sometimes has to cooperate with you, too. So, I wheel NVIDIA quite a bit. I don't own any YieldMax NVIDIA, like NVDY. I just kind of make my own premium. And I got assigned on 300 more shares this week, so I'll be owning those above, my cost basis will be higher than what it's currently trading at. But I'm very bullish on NVIDIA. I believe that NVIDIA is going to come up again, and it'll probably hit 200, 250, and there's no limit to it. The sky is the limit in terms of NVIDIA. And I learned my lesson in 2023. When I bought calls on NVIDIA, I bought leaps, actually, and I sold them. I made a great gain. I would say I tripled my money, but there was a lot more meat on the bone left. Particularly May of that year, NVIDIA had its best single-day market cap addition, like in the history of stocks. It was in May 2023. Those same options I had, if I had held them 3 more months, it would have been probably a 6-figure gain. That's the potential with options. And I see now that I've segued into options trading, I'm starting to lose some of you all in the live feed. Who do we have on here? We have somebody, let's see, German guy says, ha, so he's laughing, I guess. Okay. Well, comment away. I can use the comments to kind of direct the conversation here. I'm actually on the way to the Pro Bowl out here. Should be fun. I've never been before. This is my view right now. So anyway, yeah, January was a great month in terms of trading, in terms of, options premiums. And Monday, so it's funny, I was just talking about how NVIDIA had its single biggest market cap gain in history. Well, Monday it had its biggest single market cap loss in history. So I use that as an opportunity. I like the levered ETFs such as NVDL. There was basically the same price that this fund was last Friday, was at like over $70 a share. It dropped all the way down to like 45. So when I did that, to answer your question here, Mr. Mueller, I don't give out individual stock advice, but I can tell you what I did. NVDL, I sold puts on NVDL. They're way out of the money, actually, but it's a month out, so the premium was like quadruple what it normally is. And I've normally been doing one of these trades per month and realizing most of the gain on it. So, by the way, question for y'all, does anybody know when you just let the options expire? So what I've been doing, because I like to see them on the gains and loss report, I actually just buy them back for a few dollars. But sometimes I'm really greedy and I want that thing to expire worthless. But when that happens, I never actually see it on the gains and losses report. I wonder how that works or how that's tracked, actually. If any of you all know, let me know. We've got Keith Allen on here. He says, yo, welcome, welcome. I always let my puts expire worthless. Well, since you said it twice, now I believe you for sure. But, yeah, for me, what I do, because I know if there's a few days out, I know how the market can move so fast. So I just, if it's like, say I took in 1,000 in premium, and say I've realized 950 of the 1,000, I'll just buy it back and close it out. That way that trade's done. That way, because I've seen it before where I hold it to the last day waiting to squeeze that last $50 out of it. And then next thing I know, the market moves in the opposite direction. And the next thing I know, I've lost all my gain. So that's why I like to buy it back for a few dollars if I can. I'm not too greedy. And then it looks good. It shows well on the gains and losses report, so I can share that for videos and stuff like that. But what I would say, like I said, my question: when you let them expire worthless, they don't seem to actually show up on the gains and losses, unless you get called out of that stock, and it will show. Say it was a covered call, it will show the covered call premium on that. Actually, on the gains and losses. Okay, so you said I sold puts on NVDL, $55 for February 14th. Oh, nice Valentine's Day premium there. Well, you're a little more conservative than me. I actually went to 70, but I do believe that things are going to recover by then. What I should have done last Tuesday, because things recovered almost immediately, so I actually bought some calls on NVIDIA, realized a very quick gain on it, and then sold it to close. But on NVDL, the premium I had collected, I realized probably a third of it, and I should have just gone ahead and bought it back, and then just opened it again the next day, because it literally went back down to what it was the day before. The only reason I guess I didn't do that, maybe I'm making excuses for myself, but the only reason I didn't do that is because I knew I needed to have collateral, because I expected to get assigned on NVIDIA this week, so I wanted to make sure that there was enough collateral in the account to cover me. But anyway, that's the gist of this week. You use ChatGPT to track your losses. How does that work? I've actually never tried that. My thing with ChatGPT, I like to be able to think for myself, just like, I like to be able to get somewhere and like know where I'm going on my own. I don't like to rely 100% on technology because I still want to use my brain. So that's why I don't like to fully automate everything. But some of you like to do that. So I still enjoy being able to just drive somewhere without any device and knowing how to get there. So you said I'm still holding 200 shares of NVDL. Ooh, wow. The shares. Oh, because you got assigned. You must have gotten assigned. I've been lucky so far. I don't want to jinx myself. I have not got assigned on that yet. I'd probably be in big trouble if I did. But let's hope it moves in the right direction. So you said, okay, I'm going to use speech to check thing. It might do it twice, but what I do is copy all the transactions for ticker into ChatGPT, and then I have it give me a report. You copy all the transactions for a ticker, well, from your broker? Because what drives me nuts, I want to get better at, like, storing. How does ChatGPT work as far as storing stuff? I want to get better at having, like, the last 10 to 12 years of trades. And it seems like, banks only keep 5 to 7 years of records. So I like to go way back and basically have my own database. I'm a numbers geek like that. I like to have all the information. But brokers, I notice, only go back like 2 or 3 years now. So that's kind of frustrating for me. Well, anyway, folks, I just hit the magic 10 minutes there. So I know we're looking forward to our dividends this week for Yield Max. I thought there might be more comments on that, but once I got talking about options, you all kind of opened up in the chat section, so I appreciate that. Anyway, we'll be back very soon with an actual formal video. In the meantime, let me read what you said here. On Schwab, you go to transaction history, you can filter by the ticker and date, then you can just copy everything from that page and input in ChatGPT. I'll have to try that. Well, thanks for the tip there, Mr. Allen. All right, you all, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord, and we will see you all in the next one.